Well, welcome to York Run Stadium. We have a great matchup tonight. We have possibly a really good game tonight. We have two teams coming in 0-7, the Gallatin Colonials versus the Uniontown Red Raiders.
Yes.
It's myself, Jared Plisco, with my partner in crime every Friday night at home.
It's good to be
Alex
here.
Arnold.
Good to be here.
Absolutely. So I believe they had the captains meet earlier. This
Yes.
is kind of official, but I think they already had the coin toss
Yes.
at one point, but they might be doing it again. I thought they did it just because of the senior night and stuff going on. But
A lot of seniors.
a lot of
Football.
seniors. Yeah, a lot of senior football players.
Two senior cheerleaders, too.
Yep. So we have Albert Gallatin coming in, playing probably the best team in the conference right now, Bell Vernon, coming off a loss, 41-0. And Albert Gallatin, or Uniontown, played Thomas Jefferson last week, who's been on a roll. So both teams coming off of scoreless games.
Yes.
So we're going to see what happens, which team's going to come out and get that score early, and are they going to hold hold the other team down defensively. So both teams have given up a lot of points this year.
Yes. But both these teams have something to play for tonight. As we mentioned, both do not have one win yet. So it's going to be a scrappy, physical game tonight, I foresee.
Yeah, it's the elusive one-win game here. But this is going to be a great game. Colonials are going to kick off here. And Red Raiders, coached by John Fortuna. I've known John for, I would say, since the early 90s.
Okay.
So one of my favorite coaches in the area.
Yes.
And that's been fantastic.
So it'll be a well-coached team tonight.
Yeah, he's always put his best effort in, and we'll see what happens. Well, back deep. So we have back deep. We have Deuce Mosley, the quarterback, actually, that's been playing a lot. He's back deep. He's going to return the ball. Looks like he's the most consistent athlete.
Yes.
And has the ball in his hand at all times. Number 45. Christian Forsyth. I coached his brother at Waynesburg, one of my favorite players ever coached.
Yes.
Fantastic running back. We definitely miss him this year from the Berg. So
yeah.
Goes right to Forsyth. Forsyth's going to take it to the field. Christian's going to take it upfield. He's going to turn.
Oh, and he's going to hit a lane.
He has one man to beat.
And he does beat the kicker. And a good block, and he will take it to the house on the opening kickoff. What a beautiful run.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we're looking probably about an 80-yard kickoff return.
Yes.
Christian Forsyth, on cue as I just started talking about him. Obviously it's been a tough season for the Uniontown Raiders, but he's been one of the bright spots for him. He's the go-to guy in the pass game.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful team effort there. Of course, you had great blocking up the field, great blocking. So
yeah, and what he did a great job just using his speed to outrun him, and then just got north.
Yep. And on for the extra point.
And number 14 for the Red Raiders, the kicker, is Joshua Davis. So Joshua Davis goes right to the marks it up 7-0. That's quick. Some of the fastest scoring we might have seen all season.
Yeah. Well, the only real bright side is it didn't take much time off the clock, so the Colonials be starting with almost a fresh game clock.
Well, this is the big part. Who's going to answer?
Yes.
And we were on a field trip today with Hunter Moody, our quarterback.
Yeah.
Talking a little bit of game plan with him, and we'll see what happens.
Yep.
He was pretty excited about it.
Yep. I think all the seniors are excited about this game tonight because they know they have a great shot at winning tonight, and especially with it being senior night, their last home game, they're going to come out with a vengeance here, I believe, tonight.
Well, that was some excitement. We're, obviously we're on this side of the field with the Uniontown faithful, and that return got them all wound up there.
Yep.
And I think you started getting wound up. You enjoy sports.
Oh, so. Yes. I get passionate about stuff.
And it was an excellent return. So.
Oh, it was.
But back deep for the Colonials, we're going to see Joe Embacher, and it looks like Carney.
Yes.
Will be back deep. So we're going to see Josh Davis. Joshua put one in the air. He's got a pretty strong leg, actually, for a kicker. They go for the onside. They're going for the win. And they're going to call defensive player there. It's the right call. went right to the head. So they're, Colonials going to keep the ball here.
Yes.
Because it was definitely before.
Yeah.
I actually agree with Uniontown going right at it. They're going to be aggressive with it.
Playing. Yeah.
Now, if it was a dead ball foul, this would be Uniontown ball. But because it's, they're going to get the ball where it landed, plus 15. So they're going to be on the positive side of the field. This is a great opportunity for the Colonials to even the score up.
Yes.
And that was a fantastic onside kick, right where it needed to be.
Yep.
I don't know if it went 10 yards.
It was close. That's what I was thinking. But, Albert Gallatin going to get great field position. I think we're going to see both teams playing aggressive tonight. We may see a high-scoring affair tonight.
Well,
starting off right.
That's what you pay the admission for. It comes.
That's right.
Two teams put up points tonight.
That's right.
A lot of people say defense wins champions, but if I go to a game, I want to see points.
Yep.
Regardless of what sport.
Yep.
And Joe Embacher lets it loose. And they're going to score on the first play.
That's right. We're calling it here. It's going to be a high-scoring game here at York Run Stadium. We can tell already. And boy, the student section is riled up over there.
Oh, no question. And I'll be honest with you, Alex and I, we were talking to the quarterback today.
Yes.
On the field trip, I'm like, okay, so what are we starting with? And that's what he told us.
Yep.
So guess what? It worked.
Yes, it did.
And there wasn't a soul for the Uniontown Red Raiders within 30 yards.
Well, as we said before, the predictability came in. They're predictable that they run the ball. Well, they had everybody sinking in on the run, and that leaves a wide receiver right open. And the kick is good. So that'll tie our score up here 7-7 with 11:29 left in the first quarter. So barely any time ticked off the clock, 31 seconds.
So 2 plays tonight. We got 14 points.
31 seconds into the game.
Yeah. What a fantastic start.
Yes. And that was a huge, huge answer for momentum's sake for Albert Gallatin early on.
And who, excuse me, I wasn't sure. Number 86 caught it. So that's our tight end.
We don't usually run too many tight end sets.
Yeah, we'll have to get that name from our staff here.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. But
well, we got a good one. They'll get it to us.
That's right. But, we got a 40-yard touchdown there.
Yep. Back to receive the Red Raiders, number 2, Deuce Mosley, kicking off for the Colonials, will be number 45, Cody Riggin.
And Cody Riggin getting ready to boot the ball here.
Yeah, Riggin with the extra point. I'll be honest, I just got a new pen, so hopefully I probably won't run out of ink tonight writing all this stuff down, but they're going to keep his pace up.
Good thing you got a fresh pen.
I'm telling you. Well, a lot of the Colonials got a lot of pink on today. Obviously, the breast cancer awareness deal.
Yep.
Reagan's going to put it on a carpet. It bounces off of keeps bouncing for the off the Red Raiders, but able to down the ball. So now we're finally going to see the Red Raiders on offense. We're going to see Mosley, quarterback, a little bit more Forsyth coming back.
Yeah.
And we're actually see the Red Raiders run offensive play.
Yep. And Albert Gallatin looks like they size up pretty well with Uniontown. They don't look like a too physically imposing team.
And looked like Mr. Sandella sent in the play for the offense. He's the offense coordinator. He actually coached me at defensive backs here when I was a youngster. So now you're going to get a spread set.
Yep.
There it comes. You're going to run a sprint out. He's going to try to cut it back, and Mosley's going to get loose. And a nice big gang tackle by the Colonials. So
that was great.
And that's what you want to see from Coach Embacher. You want to see the pursuit, chase him down. They call it fence tackling.
And
you're coming in waves.
And I tell you, it's comparable to when a guy picks up his dribble in basketball. As soon as a guy picks up his dribble, that's when you attack. As soon as a guy gets stopped by one tackler, then that's when the rest of the tacklers swarm in and attack.
No question. So we're looking at a 2nd and 6 here. Or I think it's about 2nd and 7, but at least on the field. At the 28, Uniontown going to show motion with Forsyth. Looks like they're going to run a little zone, little dive play.
He's going to find a hole.
And that's going to be number 19, Arnie Washington, the senior.
Just short of the first down.
It's going to be one of the bigger backs we're going to see all year.
Yeah.
6'2", 200 pounds.
Nice size back.
Big frame.
And assisting number 2, Devin Carney.
And Carney with the stop there.
So that'll bring down about 3rd and 2 here.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Red Raiders.
So,
32
you know,
yards.
I think this goes with any football team. If you're going to win, you got to win first downs. You got to win third downs.
Yep.
Put those other teams, make them earn it.
Advance the ball.
And when the dive play, they're going to swallow it up.
It looks like it's going to be short.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely going to be short. At least from the mark I'm getting, he's going to be about a whole yard short.
Great stop by the Colonials. Great stop.
Down for the Red Raiders.
Gallatin is coming out here with a vengeance tonight. That shows a lot about their team because it shows when they're down early on in the game, which they're down about as early as you can get into a game. They continue to fight and came out strong, just as if that scoreboard was 0-0, and ultimately it's just like that at 7-7.
And I like what the Colonials doing here. They got Josh Davis. Joel, I think it might be his brother actually for Uniontown. He sends a nice deep punt.
Nice punt.
And they're going to let it bounce. And it's going to roll right out at the 20 or the 32-yard line. They're going to down it. Colonials setting up a return with 2 returners, trying to get that extra blocker.
Yeah.
In case of that free release of one of the gunners coming down the edge. But Colonials got great field position again.
Yes. Boy, that was a beautiful punt, though. Great punt.
Oh, yeah. He's, watching him in pregame, I think he has a very strong leg.
Yes.
A lot of good things he does.
No, I didn't notice. Do they have a different punter and kicker?
Same kicker
guy?
and punter.
That's like what we run.
And actually, the punter I'm coaching at Waynesburg right now is from Uniontown. He's
Okay.
best punter in our league right now.
Really?
Yep.
That's an important player that a lot of people overlook. You
Yeah,
can pin guys back in the 10 to the end zone. You're doing something.
So Moody with the dive, he gets caught up and he puts
the
the ball in
ball's
the carpet.
loose, and Uniontown looks like they have it.
They're very confident they have it.
Ball number 11, Hunter Moody.
Boy, we had a perfect view from this angle. And that'll be Uniontown football. In that situation, Moody had about 3 or 4 guys that were wrapped on him. In that situation, you just want to go down, protect the ball.
I agree. At that point, you don't want to do any more than what you have to. You just have to go down,
Yeah.
take what you get, play the next play.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he had one guy wrapped around his ankles. That's a tough position to get out of.
Mosley going to throw one over top. He's going
Nice
to connect
catch.
with number 22. That's Michaela Howard. Howard with another catch. He's probably the leading running back for them statistically, so you're going to see him quite a bit.
It was a beautiful catch.
Malaki Howard.
He had to go up for that one. The quarterback made sure he threw it where only his receiver could get the ball.
Tackle was made by number
So the
86,
instant
Alex
first down
Floyd.
for Uniontown. Next play, that's the first down they've had all game. So
Yes.
Colonials getting a trip formation. They're
A
going to hand
beautiful
off
stop.
to Washington. Washington's going to get thrown down for a loss. So,
Tackle made by number 78, Hunter Maseko.
you can see why both teams are 0-7 this year.
Yes.
Obviously they're making mistakes both
Yes.
sides of the ball, but you got a good feeling this will be a great game.
Oh, it's going to be.
You
It's
can
a
already
good game
tell.
to watch. It's going to be an exciting game to watch. And a big stop there by Hunter Maseko, a great up-and-coming underclassman for Gallatin.
26 yards.
And the Gallatin's been rotating a lot of bodies up front this year. They're trying to find someone that's just going to step up and be the game breaker up front on defense. And,
Yes.
maybe Maseko is the guy.
I think so. Strong young man.
Mosley's going to stretch out. They're trying to set up a screen, but he's going to be able to take off and run.
Nice tackle.
And holding on to the ball, number
Yeah.
2.
That'll be Devin Carney with the tackle.
Yeah, and as soon as Mosley sees that he doesn't have a receiver, you have to automatically think, hey, he's running,
Yes.
he's running.
And you could just tell by this quarterback's build, he's a scrambler because he's not very tall. He's not going to have many dropbacks, 3-step drop pass or anything. Majority, I think, tonight is going to be option and scrambling
Yeah,
or a rollout pass.
and he's very prone to interceptions.
20 yards.
So that's been his Achilles heel. I mean, he's a good scrambler, but he throws picks, and so that's something that I think is a big factor in this game tonight.
We saw that with, I believe it was Thomas Jefferson. I think it was the game me and Tommy did.
Yes.
They brought in 2 different quarterbacks, pretty constant. One guy you could tell he was their passer. He had a strong arm. Then the other guy, you could tell, was more their scrambler, their rusher. He handed the ball off, pitched the ball more accurately. But when they would bring that quarterback in to throw, boy, he had a strong arm. And I remember it was an incompletion here, but he had a bullet pass in the triple coverage in the end zone, and it was a catchable ball, but it just hit off the guy's chest. I mean, it was a bullet of a pass. So you see these teams that are good in the sections, they'll rotate quarterbacks. They have the depth, and the depth is the big thing that makes a good team.
Yeah, so now we got a 3rd and 10 on the 21. I think they're still in field goal range. They're going to throw a screen. It's going to go down to Forsyth, but I think
it looked like it hit the ground, but they're going to say he caught the ball.
Yeah, I'd like to get a replay on it, but I think they caught it. It's going to be 4th down. They're probably going to go for it. It's going to be 4th and about 3.
That was from this angle. It looked like it might have hit the ground, but refs right on top of it.
And I think all your conventional calls and everything goes out right now because at this point, hey, we're 0-7 both squads. You're going to see both teams. They're going to gamble on.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, we saw with the onside kick here early on. You're going to go aggressive and gamble.
The Colonials come with a blitz. They're going to try to keep contain on Mosley. He's going to put the ball up in the air.
Oh, out the back of the end zone, but that'll be a good Albert Gallatin. Great stop on defense, especially in the red zone.
And that's a great turnover on down. So the Colonials pretty stout on defense tonight. Other than the kick return, have played fairly well.
Yeah, and it was a good job to contain the quarterback there. He rolled out, which he likes to do, and sometimes, as we saw early on, he'll tuck the ball and go. But Albert Gallatin shifted their pressure out, and they stopped. He had nowhere to go. And it was only like 4th and 1, 4th and 2. So he didn't have to run far.
Yeah, but they brought that edge pressure that made him turn up, and he just wasn't able to make an accurate throw.
Yep.
And you can see he sailed the ball high on the run. So that's something I think when he throws on the run.
Yeah. Usually when he rolls out, he usually tucks it.
They got I'm not sure what they have here called. Yeah. It's in the area of the hold.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a face mask, the way that Moody got twisted around.
Like
Yeah, they did call the face mask, so it's going to be the 15-yard variety.
Okay.
You usually don't see the body turn like that.
No, because it twisted. You could see it looked like they grabbed him by the ankle or the bottom leg. But that'll be good, a 15-yard penalty.
Well, that's the second personal foul penalty for the Red Raiders. So, I mean, that's 33 yards already that the Colonials have been able to get.
And these are these errors that these teams necessarily, they have the talent. They're not necessarily bad. It's just that they make some mental mistakes and some fundamental errors. They have the talent, just not the refinement.
And Joe Embacher is going to get the toss again. They were able to split the defense, up front, so it forced them to, make a stutter step and just wasn't able to get a full head of steam to hit the outside corner.
Just ran out of room on the edge. If he had a little bit more room, he'd have caught that edge.
So now we got 2nd and 12, and like I said, we were talking about a few minutes earlier. You have to win first down.
Yes.
In order to win these games, you got to win first down, and then your playbook gets just a little bit bigger every time.
Yep.
Moody takes the snap. He's going to set. He's going to throw to Carney. It's going to go right through his hands. And that would have set up a nice 3rd and 6.
Yes.
Now you're looking at 3rd and 12.
Yep.
Moody delivers the ball through the right pass. I mean, you're going to get cover 3 tonight.
Yeah.
Just because of the way that, the guy likes to run the ball, you're going to get more people in the box.
Yeah.
You're going to get the cushion.
Yeah. The line's doing a better job here tonight for Albert Gallatin, looking pretty good early on. He had a little bit more time in the pocket.
Well, probably going to see a pass play here. And it looks like Tolbert's going to be the deep back, so he's going to be more of the protector. They're going to call delay a game, and you can tell Coach Paterno was standing right there. He's like, hey, make sure they're getting the play in.
Yeah.
Are they on it?
Yeah.
And that's a smart coach, knowing like, hey, this is a critical time in the game. You know they're going to get a pass play.
And that makes it much harder for the Colonials. So that'll bring up, 3rd and 17, 3rd and...
In most in most high schools, I mean, some of them have play clocks here, so that does help.
Yeah.
But in Moody's defense, I never saw the judge with his hand up. They usually say pregame, hey, if my arm goes up,
get the play off.
Well, you have 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So there's your 5-second rule in football. Hey, you have 5 seconds to get it off, and then it's delay game. So in his defense, I felt that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because there was no motioning.
And that's something as a quarterback, I want to know right away. Pre-game, like, hey, here's my back judge. What's your rule? How are you going to play this?
Yep.
So, able to complete a slant pass, get back to the sticks, but not to the second set of sticks.
Yes.
You're going to see a big punt here. Going to punt to Mosley. It's going to kick. It's going to roll backwards.
Touch it. There they go. Touch it down at about the 45-yard line.
So, big disadvantage, are not able to change field position. So 4:19 remaining, or 4:18 remaining in the first quarter. A lot of action.
2 big stops by both of these defenses as well.
And 2 turnovers, one on downs and one by a fumble. So, been pretty entertaining so far.
Yep.
Okay, we got Forsyth in motion. Last time they ran a dive. They're going to run double motion, jet sweep. And he's going to get outside.
Good tackle.
Going to get about 4, so that's a good, successful first down run. And that's going to be Malachi Howard with the run. So I like they set the edge with Forsyth. He's a bigger boy. His brother was a sizable figure in the backfield too. Playing about 230.
Yes.
So
if he gets a full head of steam going, it's tough to bring him down.
So they got the point of attack. They overloaded. Albert Gallatin's not adjusting to the motion or the being outflanked, so big factor right there.
Yes.
And they're going to do the same here, it looks like. They're going to run the dive play with
great run. That'll gain the first down.
With Washington. And I think the ball got fumbled, actually. It was a solid hit. I just think they were able to recover the ball.
We can hear it from here.
Yeah, that was a heck of a pop on the field. So
it's a great run, too.
And they're going to be able to maintain possession here with a first down, but, you don't expect this in week 8 to see ball, these many fumbles and stuff like that on stuff like this, too. So you expect your teams to be a little more sharp.
Yes.
Good for a Red Raider first down. All place at the Colonial 43-yard line.
I am waiting for them to go to Ramella Freeman, the 6'1", 175 wide receiver on the edge. Now they seem they got him outflanked. Going to take the dive here. Washington's going to run downhill. And they're really trying to tackle this big boy low.
Yeah, well, I've touched on that through a few broadcasts. When you're up against a bigger opponent, you're not going to out-muscle him, which would be tackling up high. You want to tackle low, take him out by his legs. That's how you're going to be a successful tackler.
Yeah, and if you want to become a good tackler, I recommend watching, Pete Carroll's tackling circuit on YouTube. It's one of the best teaching videos on how to tackle. A lot of people have taught tackling on what they were taught, but I think it's one of the best videos to possibly watch. Moses is going to go deep. They're going to throw over the middle. It's almost picked off, and it was intended for number 4, Kane Fry, his second leading receiver for them, but really close to being picked off there.
Yes, it was. It's thrown a little bit out of the reach, and
so it sets up another third down here.
Always placed at the 37-yard line.
Now, I would say Coach Cincella, the offensive coordinator, is probably thinking run-pass option, but I felt that they were able to run the ball a little bit with Washington in there. Washington's going to get another chance, I think, here. Them not sitting back in blitz.
3rd and 4.
Here comes Washington. Mosley pulls. He's going to get outside. They lost contain.
Second gear. Man, he really hit a second gear there. He looked quick coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, and to be honest with the wingback missed his block.
Yeah.
But the player lost where the ball was. He got caught watching.
Yeah.
And the edge player just just took a bad angle, to be honest.
And it's tough to catch him. You know, he's small, quick. He's elusive. You know, one of the can't really think of a quarterback, but I think of a wide receiver. Maurice Jones-Drew is like that.
Well, yeah, and you have and next week when we play Laurel, you're going to see the same thing with Jimmy Pierce.
Yes, I remember seeing him
Washington's going to
play last year.
He's going to get out wide, and a great block by Freeman, the wide receiver.
Great block.
Anytime you score touchdowns as running back, you get a wide receiver blocking for you. Fundamental football right there. So that's going to be. It's going to take it to 14-0.
It's a perfect block too, because sometimes you'll catch the wide receivers whose job, you know, primarily isn't to block. Sometimes you'll find them holding or blocking the back, but that was a perfect, clean block there. Or at least I thought. There is a flag on the field. Or I don't know if he just dropped.
That's a touchdown, but I think it's looks like a foul against the Colonials, and it'll be assessed on the kickoff.
On the kickoff. So it was a clean block, so we're good. Would have just contradicted my whole statement, but.
And kicking extra point, number 14, Josiah Davis, holding the snap, number 4, Kane Fry.
Well, one thing, Uniontown does look rather sharp on offense, and I can say Ivor Gallatin, other than the trick play, hasn't.
Yeah.
And the kick is up.
And it's good.
And good.
So 14-0.
14, Ivor Gallatin 7 with 2:04.
So that'll bring our score 14-7 here with 2:04 left in the first quarter. Uniontown just edging out the Colonials so far, but we've seen a sort of sloppy game thus far.
Both sides.
Both sides. A sloppy, aggressive game. I anticipated the aggressive part.
Well, both teams are going to start pressing right now. I mean, honestly, you have to press in these situations. You're both looking for that elusive #1 victory.
Yes, and you got to put your minds in both of the teams. I know for us, we feel like we can win this game, and we should win this game, and Uniontown feels the same way. So both teams are going to come out here strong and passionate here. It's just who could keep that passion on the longest is going to come out and win this game.
Off the kickoff, did we see what we did a couple weeks ago where they huddle up and a little trickery?
A little trickery. They were talking about running that before, but I haven't seen it since.
Well, they put the last one on the on the ground last time, so
yeah.
And we're going to see maybe another onside kick opportunity. This is really favorable, you know. And the confidence could be like, hey, they're not moving the ball on our offense for a trick play, our defense.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, they're kicking from farther up. They won't have as good a field position if they try an onside kick here.
Yeah.
So I'd look for that. And it's just a squib. Oh.
And Mosey's able to barely hang on, but those are some of the toughest ones to field.
Yep, and right there, that's the one thing you don't want to do, try to jump up and grab it with one hand, because it's very hard to do that. It just tipped off his finger, and after that, it's a live ball.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's live ball.
Live anyway, but still, it's a little harder to get when it tips off someone's fingers and bounces around.
Well, and the other thing, too, it just stops momentum plays. You know, the Colonials, if they get a good kick return, momentum starts swaying back.
Yes.
So, you know, Uniontown tries to nullify that. Luke Dice in motion. They're going to go to Tolbert in the backfield there.
Great stop by Uniontown. So they're getting those help tackles too.
Carries the ball here for the Colonials, number 42, Damon Tolbert. Met by number 45, Christian Forsythe. Gain of about a yard on the play brings up second and 9 for Ivor Gallatin.
And not very good field position since the first drive, really.
No.
Dice in motion. They're going to run the option. Moody's going to keep it.
And gains a couple.
Yeah, and it didn't look like he was ready to pitch at all. I mean, at any point. So he was definitely determined to run the ball.
Yes.
You got to mix it up when you run the triple option.
Exactly. Majority of the time, it usually seems like he takes it himself. Maybe try a couple pitches, and that would throw the defense off a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So manage about a 3rd and 6 here.
A 3rd down and 9 for the Colonials.
Carney out split wide. You know, they like the slant here.
Yeah.
But you're going to get double edge blitz. Moody's going to throw it deep. He throws a nice ball. Carney's going to catch it.
And Carney with the great catch. Great throw by Hunter Moody. As a great first down by Albert Gallatin. But there is some laundry on the field.
Yeah, a lot of talking going on out there. There's a little extracurricular, but the play's going to stand. It was definitely a dead ball foul.
Yes, it was thrown way late.
We're going to get the gain, and then they're going to take it back 15 more.
Yes.
So you're going to get the ball here at the about the 50-yard line. So it's still first down to play with.
Yep. But Moody, again, as I expressed here, the line is playing really good tonight because he had all kinds of time in the pocket to let that route develop.
Oh, yeah, they had a great pocket, and they brought pressure, brought a 5-man pressure. Just wasn't able to get there. They protected very well.
And Carney did a great job of running the full route. He ran right past, I don't know, I saw, was it double coverage? It looked like he ran through a couple guys.
It looked like a double move, if anything, just watching Moody in the pocket, the way he reacted.
Yeah.
But Carney's got speed. We just got to see him. We just got to see this more often.
Yes.
So number 4's had a rough day so far. Kane Fry, the sophomore. He got fooled once on the
ball's on the ground, and Uniontown will cover up.
And you could tell there's some miscommunication between Moody and Tolbert.
Yep.
And it's end of the really 1 second left here. We get one play left here in the first quarter, but it's going to be 14-7. I'd like to say Obregon Colonials, but it's Uniontown. But ball's on the 48. They get one snap. This is one of those plays where you got to think, change of momentum, change of play, they go deep on this.
Yes.
Moses is going to fake to Washington. He's going to just get down, get about 3 yards, 2 yards.
Yep.
So
that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here as we have our score 14-7 Uniontown. A lot of mistakes thus far by both teams.
Yeah,
we saw 2 fumbles from Albert Gallatin.
2 fumbles from Albert Gallatin. And Coach Embacher just, you get that if you have effort mistakes, that's different. But if you make those types of mistakes, those are the ones you just don't like to see.
Especially your drive's developing. You gain momentum from a long pass play, big first down conversion.
Yeah, and like you said, it's a momentum killer. I mean, you could see the body language right away from the Colonials. Yep. As soon as that ball went on the carpet, it affected them a little bit. So hopefully they respond here, get a stop.
Yeah.
And get another momentum play for themselves. So, favorable field position. Got a bunch set here, so you got to think maybe like a waggle. Out. Here comes the Forsyth around the end around. Forsyth's going to get wide. He's going to get the first down. It's just one of those calls you make out of a timeout or a head and a half where, hey, you're talking to players, hey, calm down, let's make a play, and then all of a sudden the other team comes out, gives you a formation you haven't seen today.
Yes.
So that's a great call by Santella right there. Heim with the tackle.
Yep, it's good to shake up the play call a little bit, keep the defense guessing.
But I think we're going to see a heavy dose of Washington here for the next few plays. And there he is. He's going to get the carry.
He's going to gain a few.
And carry the ball hit number 19, Arian Washington.
And he's got about 5 yards, so 4 yards on the carry.
And we have 2nd down and 5 from the 34-yard line.
So that'll be 2nd and 5 here for Uniontown.
Well, I was right on the first spot, I guess.
Yeah.
Forsyth in motion. Makes the snap. Washington's going to bounce outside, get a block from Forsyth. This is a great tackle.
Great open field tackle.
And Heim again with the tackle. So, you know, you don't really want to see your corner making a lot of tackles, but
Yep.
with the speed like that, you gotta love the effort.
And it was a great fundamental tackle too. Tackle low, you know you have to tackle, or else he has the outside.
Yeah, tackle the legs, sweep the legs through, pick him up, and he's on the ground. A little confusion here. They're going to split Freeman out wide, going to more of a traditional spread set. Mosley takes the snap. A little miscommunication rather there, and Mosley's going to go loose. And they just can't seem to find him when he makes that fake. You know, like they can't seem to find who has the ball.
Yeah, that was a great carry. As you see, he doesn't confine himself to the hole that should be there. You saw him cut back, change the route a little bit, and made a great, solid run on that play.
Off of about the 14-yard line of Albert Gallatin.
You know, go back to the pass with Carney and Moody there. That's one of those plays where you just wish he hit him in stride.
Yes.
Where he's able, you know, catch it in stride and then use his speed and keep running.
Exactly.
You know, the bigger plays can be bigger plays if you make it happen. Now this time the Colonial defense stiffens up a little bit.
Yes.
And carrying the ball, hit number 2,
and back to that pass. It was a great pass by Moody. That would have been the only thing that would have made it better, because he put that right where Carney could catch it.
Yard or two on the play. That'll be a second down and 11.
That's always a tough play to make too. You know, different speeds from different wide receivers, where you have to have that ball end up in the end.
17, less than a half.
Well, Mosley in the eighth set. They're going to hand off to Washington. Washington's going to pick and choose. It's going to bounce outside. And another good tackle behind. Heim's been going low.
Yep.
Wrapping up those legs. Can't go anywhere without him.
And exactly. And that's what you want to do, especially when you know you have help tacklers around. You don't want to just run into the guy and try to tackle high. You want to grab his legs and hopefully stop him, because you have that help tackle coming in.
Absolutely. Well, here we go. It's big third down, 3rd and 11. You got to think they're going to, Mosley's going to turn. He's going to put the ball in the air. They're going to throw a corner route to Freeman. Willie Heim's not looking.
Oh, good coverage. Good coverage by Albert Gallatin. That was a good throw.
It's a perfect throw. I mean, and like I said, you have a 6'1" kid out there.
Yeah, you want to take that
shot. It's the right route you want to throw. It's a great call.
Yep. Great coverage by the Colonials. They made that big hit to break up the pass.
Yeah, Heim had really no clue where he was at. Now we had good safety help over top, which is what you want.
Yes.
When you're in a cover 1 or cover 3 or a cover, cover 3 look or a 2 shell, that's a great throw.
Yep.
Now as a kicker, you're on the right hash. This is where you want to be, though.
Yeah.
But the number one thing is you want to get your shoulders through, and if you get them through too much, you do that.
You're going to get that. Pull one off.
So yet again, the Colonials are just hanging around. Hanging around. And I think the band had something to do with that one over there. You can hear him getting a little more hype over there.
Yep.
Maybe that's why we got him in the end zone back here.
Yep.
I don't know.
As you see, we have a great student section tonight. It's all the way up to the top.
So 8-14 right now. Colonials going to take the ball over. It's 7-14 Uniontown. And 1st and 10 on the 15. Raider cheerleaders doing the...
I don't know what they're doing there.
They're doing their traditional dance, tomahawk chop dance. So, you know, band, a little bit of pageantry going on. Let's see what Moody does here. They're going to send Dice in motion. Moody's going to keep it. He's going to go north. He's going to get about 7, maybe a first down here. It's going to be close.
Looks like it's going to be a couple inches short.
So, yeah, first contact about 7 yards. They will push forward.
Actually,
and they're moving the sticks.
They're moving the sticks.
So finally a successful first down run for the Colonials.
Yep.
Now they got to build off this. Okay, now they've seen Moody. Now you got to keep incorporate the different players. And now I tell you what, we actually have a really good crowd tonight. I mean, this is.
We do. As you look over there, it's full in about every section.
Well, I think they anticipate standing room only tonight. So
Yeah.
Moody's going to bounce it. He's going to twist, turn,
Another
keep turning,
good run.
and another first down. So about 22 yards on the last 2 carries. So now we're starting to see the big Trey Cavalier, Hunter Matthews out front,
Yep.
pushing these guys around the Raiders. So when you start dominating the front line, things are going to start happening.
And as I touched on early on, Uniontown a little undersized here, so it looks like we have them in strength and a little bit of size. So
this will be an opportunity when you go at Kearney here. They come back to the same play. Moody's going to get loose once again. It's been very tough to bring down now. A gang of Raiders get the tackle, but still
gain about 5 yards or so.
I'd say about 6.
35, Amadeus
So-
Baranucci. And assisting on attack also number 8, Zayad Enar.
Jackson Cope is bringing in the play here for Hunter Moody.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
So
Ball placed at the 47-yard.
6:40. Oh, speaking of the pumpkins, we had the pumpkin drop today, and Reagan puts the ball on the carpet.
Another fumble by Albert Gallatin here that goes to Uniontown.
Number
Now-
32, Damon Tolbert. Fumble on the play.
At this point, I don't know what you do here. Do you start making some substitutions? I mean, this is two miscommunications. I mean, the fumbles have to stop for Colonials.
Oh, yes. They're just a drive killer.
They are.
2 drives in a row that were going the Colonials' way. Colonials gained full momentum. And Uniontown's going to start out with pretty decent field position here on about the 41-yard line.
So the turnovers, 3 of them. That's the worst thing we've seen.
Yep. Penalties haven't been as prevalent. We've kept penalty yardage down.
There's the jet sweep again. Now this time Moses is going to keep it on the fake. He's going to get north.
And holding on to the ball, number 2, Deuce Mosley.
Another good tackle.
Number 20, Willie Hines.
Willie Himes with the stop again. Great tackling today. Every one of them, he took them out low.
The only major action we've had in this quarter is the missed field goal.
Yes.
So, but Albert Gallatin just can't seem to keep the offense in the field where you want to be.
They're moving the ball, but just mistakes, coughing the ball up is hurting Albert Gallatin.
Washington again is going to get ahead of steam going north and going to move the sticks. Now 5:35, the sticks continue to move. Uniontown just marching now a little bit. This is where, the end zone gets a little smaller.
Yes.
Like not the end zone, but the field of play.
Yeah.
So hopefully, the Colonials just defend it very well down here.
Yeah. And as we saw the last drive, I believe 2 Uniontown drives, we held them in the red zone.
Yeah, but you don't want to give those opportunities up very often, those red zone ones.
Just about in the red zone here.
Moses is going to take the direct snap. He's going to try to go around the edge. He's going to lose one, and he's going to lose another one. So it might be right at the sticks. I think he's out.
Yes.
And I'll be honest with you. I think if you're talking about an MVP right now, it's Willie Hines.
Yeah, and I tell you, he fought through the block too. Him and I couldn't see who else fought through the block, and that's what you have to do.
Well, it's just effort right now.
Yes.
You can tell he's running. He's doing everything he's supposed to be coached to do.
Just because they put a body on you doesn't mean you can put your body on them harder and push them back.
Mm-hmm. Well, here Mosley's going to take the snap. He's going to throw a screen.
Oh, just about knocked down. Just about knocked down by Joey Embacher.
Yeah, he came off the edge, and when it's one of those, when you just drop him, like, oh, man.
Yeah.
But
you can see it coming, too. You're like, oh.
And it's a good way to get one of your best players the ball, Forsythe. We saw the kick return.
Yeah.
Now we're going to see him get out in some space, and he had a lot of green grass to
Plus,
go.
we saw the drop. He could have been focused on Embacher, thinking he was going to get a hand on that and trying to come back. And, so that play still disrupted.
Oh, yeah.
And you never know. It looked like he missed it, but he could have just deflected it a little
There you
bit.
go with the little power play. They're going to send the jet motion here. They're going to fake it. Moses is going to take off and go.
And he's,
How come I know they're going to fake it before they even fake it?
yep, you just know by the formations.
Jacob Nace.
That's just something, you know, in high school football,
Corey Dotson.
they don't do much different.
No,
They don't steer from their game plan.
no.
Gathering up 4th down at about 4 yards for Uniontown.
I will say, you know, Alex, they are the most predictable
And
team I've
Uniontown
seen.
takes
Yes.
a timeout with 4:29 left in the half. Your score remains Uniontown.
But when you're good at it,
14. Gallatin 7.
I don't know if they're as predictable as Elizabeth Forward. Elizabeth Forward just decided to say, hey, we're going to run the trap at you
Yeah.
the whole game.
No matter what.
No matter what. If it's 4th and 25, we're running the trap.
Yep.
So obviously this is a good situation. Why wouldn't you want to go the field goal here? But you're in the middle of the field.
Yeah, perfect position for a field goal.
This is an extra point. You know, if you're the coach in the box, you're like, hey, where's number 14 at? Is he on the field?
Yes. And you got a kicker with a good leg as well.
And they're going to send the offense back out. So curious what formation. You know, with the spread set, they're going to spread them out. They're bringing Washington here for the.
Yep.
Washington's going to give the handoff here. They're going to hand it off. Mosley follows right behind it.
And the pile's
it looks
pushing
like
forward.
I don't think they got it.
No.
And
they will be short.
And a
great stop by Albert Gallatin.
Yeah, and that's
Great
the old school
stop.
Bo Schemblecker. You know, those guys when they just you fake handoff, follow the quarterback. It's one, but I think Albert Gallatin sees that every day in practice with Moody.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna. You know,
They recognized it.
It's one of the bread and butter plays you're going to see.
Yep.
If you see run all every day, you should be good against the run.
Yes.
Honestly.
Every day in practice, you should be good against the run.
4:21 left in a half.
You know, you give a different formation, it's the same run concept.
Yes.
I think we had this conversation on the bus today on the way
Yes,
back.
we did.
There's about 4 schemes that you could run. Moody's getting
Moody
loose here.
gets
No flags on the
upfield.
play.
Great run by Hunter Moody. 'Cause that'll bring him to about the 33, 34 yard line. 32 yard line.
You know, Hunter Moody, you know, he's got a little bit of wiggle to him.
Yes.
He looks like Andy Dalton from the
Yeah.
Cincinnati Bengals.
He
you know,
does.
the red rifle.
He does.
So he's shown. We saw the run in the past tonight. So
Yes.
you know, I hope we see more of it tonight. He's due to get in the end zone quite
Yes.
you know, quite a few times tonight. He's going to throw the stop route, and Carnage is not able to hold on to it. Wasn't a very good pass this time. It's probably maybe it wasn't the red rifle.
No, not in that instance.
But I will say Moody throws one of the better deep balls in the
He
conference.
does. Most accurate.
You know, that's if you're going by Madden ratings,
Yes.
it's one of his higher ones. His short pass game, it's
Not-
okay,
Yeah.
but it's definitely not as good as his deep ball.
Yeah.
Moody's going to take off. He's going to be across the first down.
Yeah. Great game by Hunter Moody.
And looking for the side judge to keep waving them on. The sticks keep moving.
Yep.
Zayed Inad.
Used to going to Morgantown games. We got the spirit fingers up, and
Yes.
you know we got to get the student
WVU
section
first
today.
down.
Or at the Steeler game, moving the chains, right?
Well, you have Mr. Searock up there saying another Colonial first down. And great run.
And right now, if you're the defensive coordinator for Uniontown,
Yeah.
you're scratching your head. You're like, how in the world? We know number 11's getting the ball,
Yeah.
and he's not giving it up.
Yep.
How do we stop him right now?
Yep.
And he's been responsible
I
for
say
every
you
yard
have
right
to
now.
give a lot of credit to the offensive line thus far. They have proved themselves tonight for sure.
Oh, they're bringing their game tonight. For
Yeah.
Sure.
And it's an experienced line as well. So
Well, we thought it was going to be one of their strengths.
yeah.
They fake again. This time he's going to be brought down a little shorter, but it's still a positive gain. I mean,
Yeah.
just like my golf game, you're going to advance the ball forward.
Exactly. Yep. You know, it's good to gain maybe 4 or 5 yards in increments because that's, you know, first down every 2-3 plays.
The best thing, this has actually kept that, you know, they're finally starting to keep them off the field.
Yeah.
Now you got to start looking at time. You're gonna, if you get another big run here,
Yeah.
you got a couple timeouts. Moody's going to take off again, and the ball's out. And Uniontown covers.
And carrying the ball again, number 11, Hunter Moody. We do have a fumble on the play.
And that's your 4th fumble of the game. Moody with 2.
And the ball does go
You got
to
Tolbert. That's something. That's just something you don't expect. You're having good rhythm going. Another fumble.
Another fumble by Albert Gallatin. That is 4.
4. That's your 4th
Drive
fumble.
killers. 4 drive killers.
No question.
Full momentum to Albert Gallatin in all 4 instances.
And Mosley's going to be out of bounds.
And carrying the ball, number 2, Deuce Mosley.
Thought
Second
we'd
number
see maybe a little bit of
15,
extracurricular there.
Thoughts, especially over on Albert Gallatin's sideline.
But everybody kind of kept their cool. Now referee's running real quick, but
yeah, that's smart. You don't want to give up a 15-yard personal foul here.
No. Well, now you're at 2nd and 1. Clock's ticking. Going to see
2
the jet
minutes.
sweep here. You're going to get Fry coming around the edge. They get another good block out here. And Washington finally gets to Heim. And I think if you're going to get to one player on this defense right now, you better put a body on 28.
Yes, exactly.
So 2 big plays. Now you're at 153. They're out of bounds. So there's a lot of time left here. 45 yards to go.
The ball's on the 45. And with the way they've been advancing the ball.
And if I'm Uniontown, I'm not putting the ball in the air.
No. Their run game has been working with, quarterback draw.
Washington dives forward. He's going to carry a few. If you're Albert Gallatin, you're getting secured in that tackle. If you're the 2nd or 3rd guy in there, you're looking for that ball.
Yes, exactly.
You're looking to
if you
strip
get
the ball.
2 guys on, go for the ball, try to strip the ball.
I mean,
which is what Uniontown has been doing.
Yeah, I mean, now the last fumble by Moody. Moody had the ball down by his side. He left it out. You just can't do that.
It just fell out of his hand.
He got hit. It just got to carry the ball tighter.
Yeah.
We got a false start here. It's a very good game. We got 14-7 Uniontown, 1:17 remaining here. They're going to move him back 5 yards. The clock's going to start to tick. So now it's a 2nd and 9. So not as very favorable.
And the offsides called against Uniontown. Bring up 2nd down and about.
So if you're Albert Gallatin going into the locker room, what's your
Colonial 44-yard.
What's your adjustments right now?
Well, I would say the run game has been working exceptionally for Albert Gallatin. One, of course, secure the ball. But if you got to go with something else, I would say do a couple play action passes. I mean, a few passes have worked for Moody here.
Forsythe is able to get on, but then I'll tell you what, Joe Embacher with an excellent play right there.
Yep.
Excellent play to, first off, slow him up and get a good solid hit on him.
Yep.
And then bring the cavalry.
Yep.
Now, what I'm looking for now, they've run it a couple times now. You got to think about double pass.
Yeah.
Double pass.
Especially now we're 32 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, Centel is going to, him and Coach Fortune, they're going to draw something up here. If they get a first down, the clock's going to stop for a second, and then you're going to be able to.
Yep.
You're going to be able to get up there and
set something up. Maybe take a shot or 2 at the end zone.
Well, the other thing too, if they get close to the first, they're still not. They'd have to get a first down to consider maybe doing a field goal.
Yes.
Now you have a big, tall wide receiver out there. You got 12, which is Ben Wilson. We haven't seen the 6'2" senior, and we've seen Freeman, but I don't see him in there. And I've seen Fry was also another one.
Yeah.
So they're definitely in a run set, but Freeman's flit out to the Albert Gallatin sideline. And we got Ben Wilson ever singled up on Willie Heim. Let's see how aggressive they are. This is also a quick kick situation too.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's picked off. And who is that? I can't tell.
Tavian Mosey with
Tavian Mosey.
Yeah, what they try to do is they try to do a trick play there where they line up. They line up like
With 24 seconds left in the half.
one of your best receivers hit him.
Yeah.
Okay? So you throw it over the middle. You try to get everybody bait outside. You throw someone down the middle. It's almost like the old center pass. So Mosey with the big pick. So that's, I'll be honest with you, we've seen, 5 turnovers today?
Oh, yeah, easy. That's about
Well,
5,
turnover
6.
on downs, I mean, I guess you could say there's been 7, but
Yeah.
Moody's going to get loose here.
He's
If he
gonna
can shake
gain
one
the-
more guy, they're going to
Just
throw it.
about gain the outside.
Yeah,
There'll probably be a hold
Carrying
here.
the ball, number 11, Hunter
yeah.
Moody.
And I think, finally as a defense coordinator, like, thank you.
Yeah.
Because I think,
Yes.
there has to be,
Something going on.
not every time are they
Yeah.
that wide open, but if you're the Colonials here, I mean, you might want to just take a knee
Yeah.
and get out.
Yeah, especially with a game tight like this. You don't want to try to take a shot down the field and get picked off and have a pick six
against our Gallatin.
or possibly fumble again. And then they can, with the field position they're at now, they can take, if they fumble, they can take one shot at the end zone before the halftime.
Well, Coach C and Coach Embach over there, they're going to call a timeout. So 15 seconds here, ball on the 30. Kind of curious here. For me, I'm taking the knee. I just don't want to make sure there's no mistakes. You've put the ball on the ground 4 times.
Yeah.
We've always had 2 of them return for touchdowns.
Yes.
Without, if they didn't bump into their own guy.
Yeah.
Well, the last one was going to go to the house.
Yes.
Or the third one. But, right now, I'm thinking about taking a knee. You're going to come back. You're going to get the opening kickoff.
Yeah.
And if you're Uniontown, you're like, hey, listen, there's some type of trickery or something going on. You're going to put more speed on the field.
Yeah.
Just don't get beat deep.
Plus, there's no good field position here for Gallatin. I can understand if you were on the Raiders 20 or so trying to take a shot in the end zone, but you don't. You have a lot of field here. Just couldn't be completed.
Pass complete intended for number 43, Jacob Nace.
Yeah, Jacob Neese, they ran the wheel route.
Yes.
From the wing position there. They actually put Devin Carney in like a screen position just to draw attention away, so they didn't slide his safety over. But in quarters coverage, I mean, you're not fooling many people in this deal.
Yeah. 8 seconds left here in the half.
They take another guy out. They're going to put quarters in. They're going to go a little speed rush here with defensive end. Embacher's going to swing around. They're going to run a reverse with Heim. Nothing. You're going to go to the end of the half.
Taking the ball into the half, number 28, Willie Heim. Brought down by number 70 of Uniontown, Gabe Savory. And your score remains Uniontown 14, Upper Gallatin 7.
I don't know if there's a timeout. They were going to try to call a timeout, I thought. They're going to put 1 more second on the clock.
Yeah.
The Upper Gallatin did get the timeout, so hey, deepest. I guess you have nothing to lose here.
Yeah. So there's gonna be 1 more play here before halftime. They'll probably try to take a shot deep. Uniontown knows that, so I don't know.
Yeah, in this situation, I just don't.
I would.
You're looking for. I mean, if you're Uniontown, they're saying, hey, keep everything in front of you. Don't make a penalty. Yeah. All you're going to do is extend the drive 1 more play.
Yeah.
You can't end on a defensive penalty. And then the other thing too is I don't know what they do here. To be honest, I'm stumped.
Yes.
Because I would have taken the knee and gone.
Yeah, or would have just let the clock run out. So we have 1 second left. So we'll see what Gallatin can do.
I mean, they're not bringing pressure. They're just sitting back. Moody's going to take a shot. He's going to heave it.
Heaves it.
And it's going to be incomplete.
Broken up. So that'll bring our score here at the end of the half. Uniontown 14, Gallatin 7.
And we'll be back. We're going to see the Albert Gallatin and Albert Gallatin Colonial Marching Band, as well as the Uniontown Red Raider Marching Band.
Yes.
And we'll see you back after the half.
Yes.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to theshelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to theshelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome,
I think we're breathtaking.
and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran? Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together.
Go to getschool.com for more info.
Ladies and gentlemen, Uniontown Area High School Red Raider Marching Band proudly presents their 2015 halftime show. This year's show will feature songs from the popular band Fall Out Boy. Our band will start the show with Centuries, followed by the catchy tune Uma Thurman. Being played third is Irresistible, featuring the low brass section. The band will close their performance tonight with the iconic Thanks for the Memories. The band is under the direction of Megan Cirillo with assistant director Zach Dice and auxiliary director Justin Cirillo. The band is being led across the field this evening by drum major Kayla Tokar and field commander Olivia Ansel. Drum major Kayla Tokar and field commander Olivia Ansel, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the award-winning Pride of Uniontown, the Red Raider Marching Band.
dog, you know the dog when you got there. What's happening?
Thanks for coming in for the interview.
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right, we got your personal references, your resume, high school diploma or equivalent.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
Yes, it's right there.
Great.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome,
I think we're breathtaking.
and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran? Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together.
Go to GetSchooled.com for more info.
This year's band is under the direction of Mr. C.J. Durso. Assistant director and percussion lead, Wyatt Wilson. Auxiliary instructor, Meg
Reagan Smiley, and drum majors Desiree Stroud and Bailey Holmes. Our show this year is entitled Wicked, based on music from the award-winning Broadway production by Stephen Schwartz. This show features trumpet soloist Genesis Mahalko and horn soloist Bobby Sutton, in excerpts including No One Mourns the Wicked, For Good, Dancing Through Life, No Good Deed, and Defying Gravity. Drum majors, is your band ready?
I never heard them. No.
Now sit back and enjoy the show.
Let me play it one more time. Wait to move out there because they're both going to be down. Where are you heading to? Where are you heading to? She's going to be heading out there too.
All you do is just write scripts and shoot videos. You just write a script for a video. He tells you what you gotta make it on. No, we did a commercial on our first video. We had to take a lonely freshman. I was a lonely freshman. We were first game and he had too many fight scenes. Like I walked straight to the class and I go, man, I go
Take a drink of it. She said it's too bright.
It is too
She said keep it. She didn't want to keep it. She said they're going to be done with it.
It's okay. Thank you, Mary.
You're doing great. We're gonna try this again, okay?
Okay.
Wheels, pedals, handlebar, brakes. Sit up straight, keep your weight in the center, keep your eyes on the road, hands on the grips, butt in the seat. If we feel ourselves falling, what do?
Just keep
pedaling. Good girl. Now remember, it's all about balance and steering. Steer with your hands, steer with your body. Steer into the corners and you stay out of trouble. And the bell's your buddy, so go ahead and ding that. All right, you ready? Here we go. Pedal, honey, pedal. There you go, you're a bike rider.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
All right, welcome back. To York Run Stadium. We got a very close ball game, 14-7 Uniontown.
Yes, we do.
both teams coming back out, getting that stretched. Definitely chilled down.
Yes,
Since
it has.
the start of the game, I bet it's dropped about 25 degrees.
Yeah. How pleasant.
Yeah, a little bit of wind blowing towards fall. It is fall,
yes.
so I guess we expect that. But just to recap the first half and talking to other fans and going to go get my hot chocolate.
Yeah.
To warm myself back up a little bit. But the main theme is, will Albert Gallatin hold on to the ball?
Yeah. Yes.
And that's even talking to some close friends from Uniontown. They said,
yeah.
Hey, you don't expect this time of the year. You're
No.
expecting that early in the season.
Yes.
You think the teams would hold on to the ball.
And Albert Gallatin didn't have any problems advancing the ball. I mean, there were only a couple drives that didn't end in turnovers that were stopped short. But, I mean, they've advanced the ball through the air and on the ground considerably. If they can hold on to the ball, it'll be a much cleaner game here in the second half.
Yeah, and both teams probably having a little bit of confidence now that,
Yeah.
Uniontown played West Mifflin 13-7 week 1.
Yes.
And then they've been in the Mercy Roll all year.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Colonials. They played York, then they played Elizabeth Ford, and then it's been the Mercy Roll since the rest of the year.
Yes.
Neither team's been in a game like this yet.
No.
In some time. So you got to think, hey, obviously Uniontown's got the advantage on the scoreboard, but I think it's still a 0-0 game to them. I mean, they got to come out and play like it's fresh.
And I think Albert Gallatin is going to come out with a vengeance here in the second half. Can only imagine they're probably getting pumped up in the locker room, so I think it's going to be different. Hopefully a cleaner football game, but it's been an exciting one, even though it's been low scoring as we thought it would be high scoring early on. But
well, yeah, in the first 32 seconds we had 2 touchdowns.
It was a 7-7 game.
So just to recap the first half scoring, we had Christian Forsyth 80-yard kickoff return on the opening kick, and then Davis with the extra point. Next play coming back, we get an onside kick.
Yes.
We get Uniontown recovers, but then we get a penalty, which was a unnecessary hit on a defensive player.
Yes.
So Albert Gallatin gets the ball back. They run their halfback pass. They catch him off guard with a Joe Hembacher pass, number 86. We still haven't got that stat yet.
Yes.
But 40-yard touchdown, Reagan with the extra point, or Tolbert with the extra point. Was it Reagan?
I think Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan with the extra point. And then Washington answers with a 19-yard run. And then since then, we've had a missed field goal in the second half and numerous turnovers.
Yes.
Both sides.
I think 4 for Albert Gallatin and, 2 plus the turnover on downs for Uniontown.
Well, we haven't seen one kick go deep.
So no, we haven't.
The way Albert Gallatin's handle the ball, I don't expect to see it either that way.
Yeah.
And kicking off for Uniontown, number 14, Josiah Davis. After receive number 13, Joey Embacher, number 15, Davian Mosey.
And this time he puts it hard on the carpet. It's going to be picked up by Luke Dice. He's going to go forward, and he's going to keep going forward until he gets across the 45. And the Colonials get great field position.
Yes, and I remember Luke Dice being a power runner. As you saw there, he put his head forward and fell forward.
Yep. And we haven't seen him much this year, to be honest.
Yes.
He's been actually injured for part of the year, but now he's been back. And
yes.
And to close that 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line to start the second half.
So Embacher in motion. Moody takes the dive. He's going to keep it. He's going to bounce it. He just needs an extra block there.
And a good tackle.
Spring it.
And holding on to the ball, number 11, Hunter Moody.
So, we saw a lot of success with that. You got to think Uniontown goes there, gets on the grease board, say, hey, this is what we're seeing, boys. Let's stuff it. Let's make them bounce it wide, and then we can get our players their speed to contain it.
Yes.
So now we'll get a 2nd and 11.
And 50-50 has been claimed.
Well, 2nd and 11, split out wide. Jackson Copus, Devin Carney out wide. They're going to look for that slant. They're going to go deep. They got Carney. It's going to be almost picked off. Wasn't a great throw. Had him beat on the coverage.
He's behind him, but good cover, good solid tight coverage.
But honestly, Carney coming back and actually at least getting his hands on the defender, at least to knock it free of his grasp.
Yes.
So
smart.
Very smart.
Yeah, it's realizing that the wide receiver has to switch roles and be a corner, and the corner switches to wide receiver. So quicker you realize that in that situation, the better.
Moody got some time. He's going to heave it deep to Carney. He's got him deep. And I think he came down with the catch, and he does.
Yes, great throw by Hunter Moody, and an even greater catch by Devin Carney.
And I tell you what, Freeman actually,
great catch.
He goes aggressive at the ball, just happens to miss it. Carney makes a great, even better play.
Yep.
So fantastic job there.
Second effort there by Carney as he reached up and grabbed the ball, and he brought down the defender's arm with him too. So great strong play by Devin Carney.
And I like the fact that they went with the play action.
Yes. I like that Albert Gallatin is airing the ball out here. That's one of the points I touched on going into the second half.
Oh, Moody's one step away from walking in the end zone there.
Yep.
Keeper number 11 takes the ball. Hunter Moody for the Colonials. Tackles made by number 70, Gabe Savory.
Well, just a reminder, we're always airing on Channel 77 Fade
Yes.
TV. Also, you can also catch us live streaming on Albert Gallatin Sports Network
Yes.
.net or AGSN.net.
A couple faithful streamers out there too.
Usually my parents.
Yes, I know Mr. Everly's always a faithful streamer.
Miss Wolf.
Miss Wolf.
And Moody walks into the end zone, and this time instead of going to the right,
yes,
he cuts it back to the left.
Yep.
And Uniontown gives up the score, so we got a 13-14 ball game, maybe a 14-14 tied ball game. So,
yep,
probably one of the biggest statements I can make is, hey, I'm going to come out the first half,
exactly,
and I'm going to score.
And you know what? One thing I saw this game that I stressed all year Albert Gallatin should have done, they're especially here in the second half, they're changing the play call, not running the ball every time. They're doing they're still running the ball majority of the time, but that sets up the play action and occasional pass play.
And the kick is up.
It's up and in.
The kick is good.
So we got a tie ball game, 14-14, 9:58 there, so a 6-yard run, third quarter. Moody.
Great run by Moody. So Albert Gallatin makes a statement here coming out of halftime. A much needed statement.
Well, let's see what happens here. Now this is hey, Forsyth already had a big return.
Yes.
Do you put it on the carpet, or you just say, hey, we're going to go cover this and go make the tackle? I'll be honest with you, I don't even see Forsyth out there. So
no.
Now back deep is going to be Fry. Also number 2, Mosley, and number 22, Malachi Howard.
Yes.
So back deep. And they fake the onside. A little trickery. And like I said, no one holds anything back right now.
No. Aggressive play call by both teams.
And obviously Uniontown's ready for that.
Yes.
But guess what? They're probably going to run the onside too. Now they put this one on the carpet. It's going to take one big bounce. It's going right into Washington's, or actually Freeman's hands. He's going to try to take it to the field
Good
as
block.
well. Gets wide. They're going to get a block in the back. And actually, it's going to be number 12. It's going to go. And it's going to be Ben Wilson.
It's going to be called back.
You know, usually if there's one laundry flag, there's a chance.
Yes.
If there's 2 in the same spot,
you know something's big. And
that's a spot foul, so that's going to move that. It's probably going to move that back to probably about the 15-yard line. So.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, the Uniontown faithful, not too happy about the call.
No, they were excited until they saw 2 flags thrown. That's a big saver for Albert Gallatin. Momentum would have shifted heavily if the play would have stood.
Yeah, and this is where the Colonials right here, you know, they want to get the student section going. The student section is starting to get a little louder.
Yes.
The band's going to start playing here soon.
Yeah, they'll start getting into it.
So I always say, hey, when you hit that end zone, you cross that goal line, fire up the marching band. Let's go.
Yeah, that's right. The pride of Albert Gallatin.
So a couple big plays there. You got the Carney catch, which I think was his best play of the whole year.
Yes, that was
I've seen
great
at
play.
home
Great
games.
play. And this is like night and day. You go from scoring to having the ball on your own 16-yard line.
Moses is going to keep it. He's going to sprint out.
just going to gain the outside.
Yeah, he's going to get a first down. Just enough around to get around the edge.
Yes.
I thought that actually they were going to run the sprint out, stock and go like Auburn runs a lot.
Yes.
But receiver never got out in phase, so.
Yeah, so he just took it.
Just kept on going. And that's one of the toughest things to defend. That fake run, you're going to run the sweep, and you're going to go deep.
Yeah.
Keith McCormick, your windows are down.
And listening to our producer inside, it sounds like they're having technical difficulties on
Yes.
our online feed. But
so hang in there, folks.
And then Washington, he has no problem when he gets the ball in his hand right here.
Nope.
And there are a lot of arm tackling.
And just tripped up, luckily there. Like you said, a lot of arm tackling.
And carrying the ball in for Uniontown, number 19, Arian Washington. Tackle man by number 13, Joey Embacher.
Embacher finally making the stop.
And it's good for a Uniontown first down.
So Colonials here, let's see what happens. They got an answer. Now they have given up at that distance from the other 20 down to about the 25, and they really tighten up. They're going to continue to spread out the Colonials. Mosley's going to step back as the safety. Mosley's actually going to take the ball. He's going to get stuffed for a no gain.
Great team tackling by Albert Gallatin.
That's what you want to see. I mean, you want to wrap this guy up. You want to wrap up Washington. You don't want to let him get loose.
Yes.
So Coach Santella giving Mosley the play. 8:42 remaining, 2nd and 9 from the 42. Uniontown driving.
Well, we knew we were going to see a good game today. Bliskinator, do you think it held up?
Well, so far so good. Embacher staying wide. Almost a miscommunication. I think he was meant to hand it off. Let's see if the speed of the Albert Gallatin Colonials are able to converge, and they do.
Great tackle.
But after about a 5-yard gain. So now
Very close to a first down. Tackle made by number 76.
we're going to be about 3rd and 3. And this has been a trouble area for Uniontown. They just haven't had that opportunity to finish.
Yes.
Well, the way Washington's run, you got to think they're going to go back to it.
Yeah, he's run well this whole drive.
Thank you.
And he's going to bounce it out wide. It's going to be just short. They're going to call a hold. But I think he's going to be right on the stick. So
yeah.
Flag on the play.
Looks like 53. That's Colbank. Dustin looks like he's
down,
riding in
shaking
pain
up
a little bit. So we're going to, which isn't good because that's your starting center.
Yeah.
But they're going to tend to him in a 14-14 game. We're going to see what the penalty. The penalty is going to repeat 3rd down on the hold, so you're going to about 3rd and 13 now. So much a much different play call now than what you had earlier.
Yes.
Now, I mean, obviously you moving back, it was going to be close to a first down. They're going to go for it anyway, I believe. But you're going to force Mosley to put it in the air.
Yeah.
Which is what you kind of want.
From what we've seen tonight, he hasn't been too accurate with his throws. But what I've seen from Albert Gallatin thus far is usually when he passes the ball, he rolls out. And a majority of the time when he rolls out, he takes the ball. But like I saw a couple times over towards us, Albert Gallatin contained, shifted, and forced him to throw the ball, which I remember he threw one over the head of I can't remember who in the end zone. So Albert Gallatin has done a good job of containing, especially on 3rd down. Albert Gallatin has held its own on 3rd down.
Okay. Well, while we have a break in the action, it's 7:37, 14-14. We're going to take a commercial break while they tend to the injured Colonial, and we'll be back up with you afterwards.
Yep.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome,
I think we're breathtaking.
and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran? Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together.
Go to getschool.com for more info.
All right, welcome back. Dustin Colbain getting some help coming off the field there.
Yes.
So it's still 14-14, 7:37. Big 3rd and 13 here on the 46.
Yes.
You know, you got the ball on the left hash. You got to think sprint out to the right to the quarterback's hand.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to sacrifice your probably, Joe Embach, your best flat player, your safety.
Yeah.
But you might want to bring pressure and get to the edge.
Yeah, exactly. So he can't get outside.
He's going to throw it deep down the center. And it's just over
just
the reach
out of the reach.
Ben Wilson there.
Nobody in front of him either. That was close.
We got a late hit, it looks like, probably on the Colonials. So
Personal foul, roughing the passer called against the Colonials.
So now you're going to get a first down.
And that will be good for a Uniontown first down.
And Uniontown will have a first down here on a late hit. Well, Colonials caught a semi-break there. It would have been a touchdown. They settle for a first down.
Well, I just want to say that we do have our internet viewers back. We are back online.
Thanks for hanging in there, guys.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
And Mr. Everly and Mrs. Wolf.
Yeah. No, we're proud to have our viewership out there. Actually, we had quite a few for homecoming, so we had I'd say we probably had about 200-300 viewers online.
Yeah.
And quite a few live streaming.
That's great. Yeah, I know.
A lot of former students.
A lot of people. Current students who couldn't make it out tell me they listened and that we sounded good out there. So.
And then 2 weeks ago when you guys did the game.
Yeah.
I was listening to you guys.
I know. We were getting that update. I'm like, oh yeah, we got Mr. Plisco listening. Then we turned it on. We were good after that. We were like, oh.
Well, and again, they got another first down. Washington's going to dive forward for about 5. Put them in another spot of a 2nd and 5. So another good situation with Colonials right now.
Number 43, Jacob Mace of the Colonials. Also assisting on a tackle, number 42, Damon Tolbert.
We had a good visit today. Prior to pregame, we had Roger Lenhart here.
Okay.
Lenhart, rather, from Root Sports. He's producer, Albert Gallatin grad.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, from 1986.
Wow.
So
great to have former.
Said he comes back into town. Comes back in town every so often, visits his parents, and he was here with our superintendent, Mr. Bezak. They're good friends, and come back to check out the TV crew. Got a chance to talk to him.
Great.
And
I just missed that. I miss all the good things.
You do.
I miss all the good things.
You miss all the good stuff. So 3rd and 1. So a big 3rd down. It's a 2-down territory. They're going to fake. Moses is going to turn around the edge. He's going to bounce right into the end zone. It's going to be out at the 1.
Yep, just didn't get the edge. So it'll be first down and goal here. And 1.
Well, we're anticipating them to score here.
Yes.
Colonials are going to get the ball back with about 5 and some change. They're going to have to make a big play.
3-yard line, 6:03 left in the 3rd quarter.
Hey, guess what, Mr. Nuttall? Hold on. We have Mosley in there. Now they're going to go to a trip set, so they're going to a real tight formation. I wonder if they're going to go right over top.
Yeah, trying to go underneath.
Yep.
And number 2 on the quarterback keeper. Deuce Mosley stops short of the goal line at about the 1. We'll have 2nd down and goal for Uniontown.
You'd think you'd get more push. Now, this is something I was talking to a guy that his son coaches for Uniontown. And he said that, the one thing about Uniontown, they're just very small up front. That's like
yes,
the biggest
they are.
concern.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And they're young, so it's a much younger team.
They're undersized.
You got to think Washington, the big body of Washington's going to get the ball here. And they stuff Washington. They get Mosey. They're going to track him down, and he's going to be able to get
just gets the corner.
And William Hine, he's looking for that block in the back, figuring, hey, I got hit in the back.
Yeah.
Come on. But no call, and it's a touchdown.
Yep. So that'll be 20-14 before the extra point here.
So a little more action in that third quarter.
Now, a block and a back call would have been key for Gallatin there.
Yeah,
that would have been a
10-yarder, 15-yarder, push them back.
Back to the extra point, number 14, Jose Adai.
We're barring the extra point. We're looking at 21-14 UT.
And the kick is
and
up.
Beautiful kick.
And good. Your score now, Uniontown 21, Gallatin 14.
So that'll bring our score out, Uniontown 21, Gallatin 14 with 5:17 left here in the third quarter. Big drive by Uniontown.
Probably see another ball back on the carpet here. Well, they're waiting for the Colonials to break the huddle. You know, when you're late coming out, you got to think that, hey, they're thinking some trickery here.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with routine special teams recoveries and returns.
Now the question is, are they going to let it get through the second line?
Yeah.
Which they haven't. Gallatin making a quick count to see who they have.
Yep.
It's always the returner's job. Make sure you got 11. They're going to kick it deep.
First boot.
You got to make the first guy miss, and Mosey's not able to. So
bring the ball to the 25-yard line. So respectable field position.
Yeah, right on the 25 now. We've seen a little more of the air attack.
Yeah,
I would expect
which
to see
I
a
like.
little more.
And the Colonials will have first and 10 for about the 25-yard line.
Wish they would have stumbled upon that a little bit earlier, because their pass game is really decent, and as much of the time as they run, it sets up easy pass attempts.
Yeah, and it actually looks like we have another inch of Colonial down.
Yes.
Actually way up by the front line, so you hate to see that, but it's 5-11 here. 21-14, first and 10.
Yep.
And actually, I'll be honest with you, Colbank's actually back in the ball game.
Oh, okay, that's
Back at
great
center.
to see. That's great to see.
Yeah, and he's hobbling around, but I'll tell you what, he's a tough kid. He's going to be back in the ball game.
Yes, he is a tough kid. Works hard.
So, if you're Albert Gallatin, are you coming about passing first down or what?
I think so. If not, we may see one run play and then go straight to the play action, I think.
I think you need to. I think you need to throw on first down just to loosen that defense up. Now, they've had some success, obviously, running the rock with Moody. He's well over 100 yards today.
Yes, and we saw the line is holding up strong, so it gives the routes a little longer time to develop, and letting Joey and Devin Carney's speed work a little bit in their favor.
Yeah, Fry's had a tough time actually with Carney tonight.
Yes.
Ball's on the carpet once more, but this time Moody's able to recover it, but takes a huge loss. So now, now in a predictable situation. You're thinking
45.
You're thinking the pass now.
Yeah, you have to be here. It'll bring it to probably second down and I'd say 15 or so.
Mm-hmm.
Loss of about 8 on the play.
A little more.
Bring up second down and 18 for the
Bring up
Colonials.
second and
From their
18.
17-yard line.
Now they got the bigger body Freeman over there. It looks like they're going to go stock and go. There's no room for him.
Moody trying to find a hole, but the little hole that was there, Uniontown closes up. And Moody will get about, I'd say, a yard shy of the first down mark, or the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah. And when you're scrambling, I know you tuck the ball down, but you got to be looking for that receiver. You know, you got to go scramble routes. You got to break your route off as a receiver. There was an opportunity actually. There was 2 wide receivers actually open after the play, so you got to look to make maybe make a play downfield, play a little street ball here.
Yeah, I think he tucked it just a tad bit early. He still had some pocket to work with.
Moody's under some distress. They're going to call the hold. He's going to look downfield, make a throw.
Yep, and there should be
So we're going to get offsetting penalties.
penalties.
And it's the right call, actually. I mean, you can't face guard and actually have your hand on the body.
Exactly. He had his hands on pushing backwards before the ball even was closed.
But if you're the Colonials, you can't have a hold in the backfield either.
No.
So we're going to looks like we're going to replay that 3rd and 13.
Yes.
And like we kept going back to, you got to win first downs.
Yep.
So you see, you don't win first down. Now you're in a situation where you pass and you don't get any yards.
Yes.
And now you're in the 3rd and 13. It's a very tough situation.
Yes,
to be
exactly. If you don't complete this pass, you're going to have a rough punt attempt here.
Yeah, and I don't care what level you're at. If you're NFL,
yes,
or,
it's
you
tough.
know, big time college football, it's midget football.
Yes.
3rd and 13 is a hard play call.
Yes.
A little more speed coming into the field here. So I'm thinking, right here, I'm thinking Willie Himes going to get loose here. Through the seam is where I like to see him. He gets this cover 3 look. It's like basketball. It's on a 2-on-1 right down the middle.
Yeah.
And he lets it loose.
And just incomplete.
And this time Fry had his number.
Yeah.
So they went
Good
2
coverage.
verticals with Heim on a crosser. You know, Heim could have been the guy coming across where he had the right to the sticks.
Yes.
Now he had a little bit of pressure in his face, but not as much as I've seen him have this year.
Yeah. Yeah, good coverage.
Moses is going to be back deep. You know, they're playing a little bit of a punt safe, so not much of a chance here to kick it. It's going to let it bounce.
Great tackle. Great tackle by Carney.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it was actually, I mean, I know you want to save yards.
Yeah.
But you better be careful when you got someone barreling with some speed on you. You're going to catch the ball.
Yeah.
And the tackle was made by number 2, Devin Carney.
Yeah, Coach Fortuna wasn't real happy with that. You know, in a close ball game, you want to make sure that you're taking care of the football.
Yes.
So 3-11 here, 21-14 Uniontown. They got the ball back. This is probably the biggest drive of the game for them here. If they can make us a 2-score game, it's going to make it a little more difficult.
Yes.
Albert Gallatin getting a late player on field. It's actually Moody to come in and play safety. We're 1-. They're out of position.
Oh, breaks free.
And Mosey's going to take it to the house. And I'll be honest, you got to blame it on when you have a mental error and you're not lined up. You throw Moody in there as an extra body. He really never plays defense.
Yeah.
And he's out there to help him.
But
you're out of position is what ends up happening.
Coming on late, too. He doesn't know his assignment right away. And
yeah, that's I think that's where you take the timeout. Hey, you got 10 on the field, take a timeout.
Yep.
Because usually when you're playing with one less guy, it's a lot easier to score.
Yep.
A lot easier to score.
Yep.
So they're going to go one. Looks like they're getting ready to line up here once we get the injured Colonial that's on the sideline. Looks like a cramp, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So pretty short time to tend to, but that's one of the back-breaking plays right there.
Yeah, that hurt. Took some momentum out, put Uniontown up by 2 possessions here.
But there's a lot of football to play yet.
But there is a lot of football. We got over a quarter.
So they got the injured player for the Colonials off the sideline here. And Davis is going to try to attempt a kick here, make it 28-14.
And back to attempt the extra point for Uniontown, number 14, Josh Davis.
And the snap. And the kick is through. Good.
And good. Number 14, Josiah.
So that brings our score here. Uniontown 28, Albert Gallatin 14 with 2:57 left in the third quarter.
Update on the Laurel Highlands Bell Vernon score. Bell Vernon leads Laurel Highlands.
So we knew the offense was going to run through Mosley. And like I said, that's just one of them situations. You got to take a timeout if you don't got the right personnel.
Yeah.
Nothing's worse than that. And that's just can't make a snap decision, put someone out there. That's the tough part. And I don't. That's at all levels. If you don't have your personnel, you got to take a timeout.
Exactly.
Well, Raiders have a little more pep in their step right now.
Yeah.
And
momentum swung to their favor.
They kicked off deep this time, so they mixed up just about every kick. You don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So, I think all the crazy stuff's out of the way. But Uniontown could really, if they kick another onside, you never know.
Yeah. Uniontown with number 14, Josiah Davis.
And they got a lot of, they got a lot of their starters still out there on the field. So.
Yeah.
And number 13, Joey Imbucker.
And ready for the kickoff here.
Last time was a beautiful kick. This time we're going to see what happens.
Another good
one.
Kick. Real good kick.
There we go. And Carney might be out here.
Carney, great return.
And receiving the ball, number 2, Devin Carney.
And I figured if they're going to kick it deep, we're going to see that tonight.
Yes. A perfect time for that, too.
And the best thing about that is when Uniontown has to approach it, everybody slows down.
Yeah.
So you stop running.
So you catch people flat on their feet as well. Sort of catch them looking, they're stopped and observing to see what's happening.
And then Carney had to make a couple people miss, but which helped a lot.
Yes. So the Colonials will start out with really good field position here. Well,
we thought.
Yeah,
but
still good.
A little earlier.
Yeah, still good.
But we'll stay.
I thought the spot was a little generous.
But it's at the 37, so that's pretty good return.
Field position.
Carney split out wide. They're going to send Nimbacher in motion. No fake. Moody says, I don't need a fake. I'm going to do 8 yards.
Hunter Moody, back from behind by number 77, Justin Wingfield of Uniontown.
So I'll bring second and about 2.
Gain of 8 on the play brings up second down and 2. Ball placed
taking their time to get the play call in. So when you take your time doing that, you got to think there's a lot of verbiage usually passed by.
Yes.
And this is a good opportunity. I mean, you got a second and 2, the 45.
Exactly.
This is a good burn down.
They'll be expecting the run.
Well, it's a free play. I mean, you should get 2 yards on the next play if you don't get it.
Yes.
Nimbacher here comes around. Moody's going to sprint out. Does he have enough speed?
Oh, really good tackle, shoestring tackle.
And Moody gets up a little hobbled there, but
loss of 2 on the play. They're up third down and 4 for the Colonials. Ball placed at the 43-yard line.
So now you put yourself in a 3rd and 4, which is a little longer situation.
Yeah.
Tough call to do that against a team with a lot of speed.
Yeah.
It's playing a pretty balanced defense against you. And Moody takes it once again.
Going to
gets
get
a good block.
And carrying the ball Colonials for a first down.
And
So that'll
Carney
be a
actually is the
Colonial
guy that
first down.
springs him there. You know, he gets him out, gets a good block, just enough to spring him. So 1:08 here. You'd like to see the Colonials score before the quarter ends.
Yes, that'd be a big statement here for Albert Gallatin.
Let's see what Moody. I think they go deep here now. This is
They
a
have
great
to take a
post window
shot.
for Carney.
And big loss.
And carried by number 13, Joey Umbacher, brought down by number 45, Christian
So
Forsythe.
55 seconds here, clock's running. And now you take a 10-yard loss on a toss play.
Yes.
So,
Loss of about 7 on the play.
you know, we saw the first play where there's a toss. Now, when you got a lot of speed out there, we didn't get the bootleg.
Yeah.
And then we didn't get the toss there. So, obviously, Uniontown's speed starting to finally catch up in this defense.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to let you outside, so.
Yeah. Exactly. Uniontown converged on that pretty quickly.
Now they're going to reverse the motion back. He's going to throw a wheel route to well, it looked like he was going to try to hit a wheel route with Carney and
Yes.
Embacher because of the reverse motion.
Yeah. Just tucked it down.
And that's a great motion to run when you're going to go.
Also assisting number 77,
You're going to
Justin
fake
Wingfield.
to get that defense to lean and bring their low safety, and then you come back, get them back up on a matchup right there on the backer. So, so that's going to be end of your quarter there.
And that's the end of your third quarter.
So,
Score remains
3rd and 18. We're coming into the fourth quarter. 28-14, Uniontown. So, you know, you got 12 minutes to go here.
Yep. Down by 2 possessions. It's still doable for
It's
Albert
still
Gallatin.
senior night. You never know what happens.
That's right.
So. Third and 18. This is usually a screen down, but I mean they're giving you cover 3 the whole time. They haven't shown any pressure.
Yeah.
They should actually just play maybe a quarters coverage and say, hey, I dare you to throw deep.
Yeah. Which we've seen Albert Gallatin do pretty effectively tonight.
So scores around our conference. One of the bigger games in the area was the Lower Highlands Bell Vernon game.
Yes.
You weren't sure how this was going to go.
Yes, possible upset.
You know, everybody's predicting Bell Vernon to win. But Laurel's got some good offensive tactics, but Bell Vernon's proven to be one of the better teams.
Which Bell Vernon is up 38-0.
Yeah, Bell Vernon's up 38-0, so they're going to run a little play to Carney. Carney's going to step side. And he's actually going to be just short, so I think if you're the Colonials, you go for it.
You have to, I think, in this situation.
And it looks like they will.
So it'll leave about 4th and 4, 4th and 5.
With that soft coverage, I mean, you gave him 7 yards, no cover.
Yeah.
They backpedal. First time he got touched was 5 yards. Not bad.
Yep. That's what you want. You want to take advantage of that free yardage as quickly as possible before the gap starts to close in. And I think they're gonna have to pass here.
Yeah, they're gonna run the rock, I bet.
Yeah. He's gonna be short.
And that's their bread and butter play. They just weren't able to cut it back like they did on the goal line back there. So
The
turnover
whole
on
closed
downs.
awfully quickly.
So Uniontown gets the ball back. 11-11 on the clock.
Still time.
This is where you need a big turnover, and I'd like to see Adam Simon get a big pick here.
Yeah, that'd be great. He's on coverage to our side.
But I have a feeling you're going to get a heavy dose of Mosley Washington right now.
And they're trying to milk the clock a little bit here.
And if he's smart, he's holding that ball with 2 hands.
Yeah, especially with a pile like that.
So Colonials right now, like you said, you get that one big hit on him. He has fumbled a rock once tonight.
Yes.
Well, they got it back, but now if you get another big hit on him, start stripping that ball.
Yep. You get a minimum of 2 guys on him, then you can start going for the football.
Yeah, another local scorer. Carmichael's 34, Vela 6. Good friend Ryan Kroll with another, looking to get another victory. So
quarterback keeper number 2, Deuce
he's on about a 4 or 5 game win streak for Carmichael's. I mean,
yeah,
wasn't supposed to have much of a team this year, but
yeah,
this year it's panning out.
Something into nothing.
Yep.
Nothing into something, rather.
Yeah, he's coaching up good this year. So another first down.
And it is good for a Uniontown first down. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball placed at the 49-yard line with 10:25 left in the game.
Mosley going to step back in this trip set. They're going to send Forsyth in the motion. Snap. Washington up the middle. Going to run that zone play again. And they're going to blow it dead here.
Carrying the ball, number 19, Arian Washington. Tackle made by number 43 of the Colonials, Jacob Nace.
Jacob Nace on the tackle there.
We've been hearing his name, seeing his body in quite a few tackles. Plus, offensively, we've seen him making some nice blocks and actually catch a ball earlier. So. This time Moses is going to air it out, where they kind of do the trick play off the sideline.
And he was just out of bounds.
They're going to say he's out of bounds. From our angle, I thought he had the whole foot in.
From what I could see, it looked like his toe was on the line there. I don't know. It was close. That's what the ref saw.
Yeah, and that's that one where, like, hey, I'm talking to the coach. Now, he did report, he didn't report.
Yeah.
Now, the ref's talking to Coach Fortuna about it. Surprised it's not a flaggable, call that could be flagged.
Yeah.
So they're going to call timeout. Not happy with the call. It's not like they can go to AGSN for that replay.
Yeah, that's right. 'Cause I'm sure we got it. So.
But 3rd and 3, kind of a gutsy call. Hey, they really wanted to put this game away right there. And
yeah.
One of those old school midget ball
tricks. Could have.
Got everybody staring.
Just ran out of real estate.
And they do rotate those guys in and out a good bit. So when you do that, you just want to.
Yeah.
And in that situation, I think when you're uncovered, you got to put the ball right on him.
Yes.
It's 3rd and 3. This is the biggest down right now.
Yep.
Get a stop.
If we get a stop, this is a big stop. This is a big play, one of the bigger plays of the game.
And I believe Mosley keeps the ball right here. Gonna bring some pressure. Runs the reverse with Forsyth. Got the push, got the first, cuts it back. And you can hear the Uniontown fans just hold on to the ball.
Yeah, exactly. And as we saw, he put that other arm in there. Extra security.
And for Uniontown, Red Raider first down.
So, and a smart move by Christian. Stay in bounds.
Yep.
And got another injured Colonial here. It looks like number 2. So that's been, the 3rd or 4th injury tonight. So it's finally starting to take a toll.
Yep.
But Devin Carney's walking off.
Shaking up a little bit.
Yeah, there was a lot of bodies involved in that tackle.
Yeah.
So, So this is where I wish the water bottles had like hot chocolate in it when you were
there. Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice. Maybe a little bit of coffee in it.
Well, you don't want it too hot.
Well, it's true.
But I definitely wouldn't want it watered right now. I know that water's got to be cold.
Yeah. Maybe room temperature coffee would be good.
Maybe a nice latte.
Depends on beverage preference. I mean, some people prefer hot chocolate, some prefer coffee. I'm a coffee drinker. Oh, a missed tackle. And it looks like he's going to take this one to the house. And Uniontown with a dagger for Albert Gallatin here.
score now, Uniontown 34, Albert Gallatin.
That will bring our
14.
score before the extra point here, 34-14 Uniontown.
So Mosley having one of those nights on a 32-yard run, making it 35-14 until we see the kick. And Uniontown finally putting some distance between the Colonials right now.
Yep.
And back to attempt the extra
And
point will be
that's a
number 14,
dagger there.
Josiah
Uniontown.
Davis. Holding on the snap will be number
Uniontown.
4, James Fry.
That may be the crushing blow, as that'll bring our score
And good.
35-14 Uniontown.
And they're not wasting any time. Not wasting one bit.
Nope.
Score there. That was awesome.
And your final score in the
So
Bell
today we
Vernon
went to the pumpkin drop.
game is 38-0.
Yeah, pumpkin
Bell
drop
Vernon.
was second year in a row for me, which was great. Happy to be on it again.
Yeah, we saw some great stuff today. We we saw some STEM. Or
Yeah.
we saw some, the engineering
Technology,
department.
science.
But let me tell you something. How neat was that seeing former students today working in the project?
That was
in
great,
his field.
applying the physics that he learned. That all started with Mr. Revac.
Yep. So pretty neat. It was good to see a lot of some familiar faces, a lot of former students.
Yes.
Also seeing us, your contraption that you had, 2.0.
Second year in a row, the same design, but with a little bit of tweaks. It was better this year. It was better.
Definitely.
It survived 2 years in a row.
So
Got a pretty tough design.
Leaving no pumpkin.
We got a pretty
unscathed.
tough design.
Yeah.
We were thinking about this today. All the pumpkins that survive, what do they do with them? I was thinking a lot of pumpkin pies. I don't know about you, but we were thinking about that because they steal our pumpkin, our apparatus.
It would pair very well with our hot chocolate and water bottles.
It would, or room temperature coffee.
Well, anyway,
get a little whipped cream. We'll be good.
It's 35-14 Uniontown. And Davis is going to give it a big kick, and this time he uses a little bit of spin on it.
Thought we were going to be able to field that one.
Yeah, and Devin Colbank, Devin Colbank comes down with it, so that's actually a very athletic play to recover that.
Yes.
Bounce around like a little hot potato.
Yes. You never know what way the football's going to go.
With 9:07 left in the game.
And I tell you what, the kid kicks it very well. He approaches it like he's kicking it deep. He just
there was
he
a lot
hits
of
it like he's hitting
deception.
his sound wedge to get that thing to stick.
Yep.
Put a lot of spin on it, actually.
Hitting his lob wedge there. 60 degree.
That's right.
So we get to see the action right in front of us.
Little double dive here.
Oh, big tackle.
And Heim gets the carry. Kind of the joker to me. Bring the guy back. So kind of the old school.
Run.
Yeah, a little old school counter play coming back the other way.
Willie Himes, Med Harbor number 45, Christian Forsythe.
Carney's back in the game here. We didn't see, you kind of figured it was going to be a run play when Carney was out of the game. So
yes. So we are ticking down here to about 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. Uniontown having a 21-point advantage, 3-touchdown advantage.
Devin gets another curl.
Completed to Carney.
He's going to spin out. He's going to be down. It's going to be about 3rd and 3 here. When they give him the space, why not give him the ball?
Yeah.
And the catch is made by number 2, Devin Carney.
And I believe in 3-step game. Hey, I actually catch and throw.
Yep.
I do. I think it's better. It's like a run play.
Yeah.
Throw it. And right now you got the look you throw. As soon as they're giving you 7 yards cushion, turn and throw it. Moody's going to cut it back. Be across for the first. They got the spot.
Looks like forward progress is going to give him the first down. But we'll see.
Lost his own, so he has to come out of the game. We got to put someone else in. I'm going to say it's first down, no question.
And they're waving them on. They're waving them on. So that'll be 1st and 10 for Albert Gallatin.
Good for Colonial, first down. First and 10, ball placed.
And if you're Uniontown right now, you're thinking, hey, let's finish this out. Let's not let them score another point.
Yes.
Albert Gallatin's going to take another shot here, probably with Carney. Everybody packed in the box.
Yeah.
And pressure. And they try to hit Dyson flat. But not a very good, well-thrown ball by Moody. You know, he had pressure.
They rushed a
sailed
little
it.
bit.
Luke Dice.
And those little sleigh concepts slanting out.
Yeah.
Bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Colonials.
Jackson Copus checks in, sends the play in. I was always glad I was never a receiver.
Yeah.
You know, you always send the play in and out for most teams unless you're signaling in. But if you're doing that, I mean, you're just doing sprints all game.
And completed. Looks like Devin Carney.
Catch is made by number 2, Devin Carney.
And that's about a 6-yard gain.
Uniontown, Josh Perkins. And number 35, Amadeus Marinucci.
Well, we've seen pretty decent success here for the pass game for Albert Gallatin. Of course, they still predominantly run the ball, but the times that they passed, it seemed to be pretty good. So a lot of completions by Albert Gallatin.
They'll take a slant. They're going to go deep. It's going to be picked off.
Almost picked off.
Yeah, Fry. Yeah, underthrown. Not spun the best.
Yeah.
But Fry almost with another interception.
Almost.
Today. I mean, had
just about
2 missed ones. Now you got 4th and 2.
Yeah.
So last time we saw 4th down, we saw the run. If I know Coach Z and offense, he's probably going to run the. He's going to ride Moody one more time.
I would say. And he's going to be short. 2 big stops by Uniontown in 2 drives in a row. On 4th down, Uniontown defense stood up strong and denied the Colonials of a 1st down.
And Uniontown's going to take over.
So Uniontown will take over here with 6:18 left on the clock. They do have the advantage, 35-14. So they will have pretty decent field position here. They'll get the ball on about the 33-yard line. So what do you think we see here out of Uniontown? More running?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
at this point, they want
looks like a new quarterback in there. We got Mosley walking out. I wasn't sure if he was getting the helmet with the radio in it or not.
Yes.
But it looks like he just wanted a drink. So
yeah.
So Davis actually goes in. Well, still going to see more Davis or Washington here. Fry makes a big play. They're going to reward him here.
Yep.
And they're going to give him a jet sweep, and M. Blocker is able to contain him.
Gain a couple.
Kane Fry. We have number 28, Willie Hines of the Colonials.
And Fry's getting up a little shaky here.
Yeah. That was a hard rushing play there by Fry. He eluded a few tackles, cut back a few times, just couldn't shake the tacklers by Albert Gallatin.
So Albert Gallatin, you know, the Albert Gallatin Sports Network this year, pretty big year. We enjoyed it, but
yeah.
What I also want to do is make sure we're inviting everybody to make sure they check us out basketball season.
That's right. Pick up some intensity in basketball season, a little more high-flying action there. We always have a good time on those games.
And a good point.
We are in a climate-controlled building for that.
So it's a little bit warmer.
Yes.
But we're outside for the first time this year. It's actually really not too bad out here.
Yeah, this was a good transition year for that because we're in the action a little more. We get a better view. I had some trouble up there picking out numbers and bodies.
No question. So, yeah, be sure to follow us. You know, we're going to pick some games out, make sure we highlight them on the Albert Gallatin Sports Network and on the website. And, you know, Mr. Nutt will do his job of putting them on Twitter and Facebook. Say, hey, we're going to do the game tonight. And
it's great to have the viewers. That's what we do it for.
And then we really get the student section going. We'll have the,
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're right below us in basketball season.
So we'll have a good time. With
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to see if you can crowd surf.
Oh yeah.
I mean that's
I'm
got
in.
could be one of your goals for the senior year.
Yeah, I know. So senior year's gone good so far with everything we've done. So might as well
And
see
Alex,
how far I could stretch
Alex,
it.
I was going to congratulate you, by the way. I found out a fun fact about Alex today,
Uh-oh.
or a couple days ago. Alex has never missed a day of school in the history of his school career.
Yes.
So
Well,
he has had perfect attendance since day one of kindergarten.
Yep.
So.
It was tough. Just got to get up every day and go to school. There's those days you get up and you're like, I don't really want to go, but it'll pay off.
And those days that they kind of quit checking attendance at the turnaround day, Alex is here.
I've been every turnaround day, every half day, every day.
And we enjoy your company. But
well, you get to know me pretty well, so that's
true.
Whether
That's true.
people want to or not.
Well, back to the action here. New quarterback in the game, number 1. And I don't think the game plan changed. Dotson's going to hand off to Washington.
And he will get the first down here. So that'll move the chains. Ball will be on the 44-yard line.
And they're going to move the sticks and roll the clock.
Yep.
We're going to start rotating some other players in.
Yep.
With 5:39 left in the game.
So Obregon Colonials next week. We'll get Laurel
Last
Highlands.
game of the season.
Last game of the season at Laurel Highlands. And then after this, Uniontown's going to travel to, they're going to, I think, go to York.
Okay, yeah.
So
that'll be a good game.
Another good game for them.
An offside call against the Colonials.
And also what we're going to have in the Laurel Highlands game, we're going to have a combined band performance. Albert Gallatin's band and Laurel Highlands band is going to be doing a number together.
Well, that'd be pretty awesome for
Yeah,
halftime.
it's going to be a good show. Both respected bands.
Well, they had the battle of the bands there and that
Yeah.
stuff earlier this year. So I think it's great that both schools get together and do something like that.
Shows local unity. And a great run here.
And Arian Washington's going to get a big play, but it is coming back.
Well, we'll get a,
We do have a flag
get
on
a
the
hold.
play.
And right in that area where it's a spot foul, it's probably going to be a hold.
Yep.
On
I
the
didn't even
defense.
notice.
At least that's where they pointed.
Huh.
So,
well,
still a touchdown.
Okay.
Against the Colonials.
Wow. You don't see that very often, do you?
No, not very often.
Well, that'll bring our score here, 41-14 before the extra point. 4:50 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, the score is going to be 42.
And the kick is up.
40-14.
And that'll be 42-14. Uniontown has the advantage.
So, last game for the seniors at their home stadium. I would imagine see a lot of guys get the rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean here. But I think one thing I can tell them is at this point, you got to keep playing. You got 4 minutes, 50 seconds on your home turf. Keep playing hard.
Play it out.
And if I was a coach, that's what I'm saying, the same thing. They're going to assess that on the kickoff, so they're going to kick off here at the 45. Kind of reminds you of arena ball.
Yes, it does.
They're going to kick the ball and try to put it to the uprights.
Those are some exciting games, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, Pittsburgh has a team now.
Power?
Yeah, I think, well.
Or they did.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Power's in town.
Yeah.
back in the 80s, they had the Pittsburgh Gladiators.
Yeah.
And actually, that's the guy that I coached with actually used to play for the Pittsburgh Gladiators.
Okay.
Yep. Pittsburgh Maulers, I think at one other point. So I think those were at the Mellon.
Yeah.
Today, or that's going to be hot on the carpet. And the ball's down at about the 35. So Colonials were able to down it. And
good job to stop it
up.
from going far deeper there.
Still good field position, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a stat killer for the kicker.
Yes.
Not down inside the 20. But,
yes.
Or a touchback.
We've seen a strong leg by this kicker when he's let it go.
So 1st and 10 from the 25, 42-14 Uniontown, 4:47. And Moody's back out there. Another local score. We've got Mapletown 24. California 14, so and that's a final too.
Okay.
Another Washington County, Greene County game.
Yep. George Message is still coaching out there for Mapletown.
Been there
He's
forever.
been there a while.
Been there a long time.
It's the blocker for Tony Dorsett at Pitt.
Well, if we run the option here to Joe Embacher, he's just going to be able to get out of bounds.
Taking the ball to the outside, number 13, Joey Hembacher.
So 3rd down here.
Looks like
wind
it'll
the
be
clock. Next play here. Let's see where they go. Now we got obviously got some depth in for Uniontown.
Yeah.
No one was covering Devin Carney there.
Yeah.
Run the option. Embacher's going to turn it loose.
And that'll be enough for a Colonial first down.
Number 13, Joey Embacher, forced out of bounds by number 18, Rumella Freeman. And that's going to be good for a Colonial first down.
So Colonial first down there with Embacher. Moody's going to carry it again.
Keeper.
Little jitterbug air.
And he's going to have enough for another Colonial first
Very
down.
elusive, though. He's a bigger kid.
Yeah.
You know, lanky. But very elusive, actually, in space.
Assistant by number 1, Eric Dotson.
Colonials moving the ball here, hoping they, put another score on the board here.
Yeah.
Put Embacher in motion. They're going to fake it. Moody cuts it way back across the grain. Keeps sidestepping. And he's going to get about 5 yards.
About 5 on the carry. As the clock dips below 3 minutes.
And assisted by number 78, Shamir Thomas.
Let's see here. 2nd down. Moody's waiting for the call. Copus brings it in. Moody's going to take the snap.
It's going to be a pass. And open.
And almost a chance.
Great coverage. Great coverage.
Yeah, and Davis, I guess the kicker punter. I mean, he's played kicker. He's played quarterback. We've seen him play punt. We've seen him play the best onside kick I've seen in a while.
Yes. Heck of a coverage there. That was great. Just extended his arm.
Now you're going to take another shot at it.
And it's picked off. And it's picked off by
Number 14, Mr. Davis.
Oh, man. The tip drill.
Yep.
Played in almost every sport. Basketball.
Number 14, Josiah Davis will take over on down with 2:19 left in the game.
So that's the 5th turnover for Albert Gallatin.
5th official. It'd be 7th or 8th on turnover and downs if you had that in.
Yes.
So if you really think
Yes,
about it that way.
that's true. And you almost have to count that.
Yeah, you do. I mean, those are 4th down.
Yeah. And Uniontown's going to take a timeout here.
Yeah, just trying to get different personnel on the field.
Yeah.
It's 2:19 here, 42-14. You know, Coach Fortuna, he said there's a young team.
Yeah.
So, you know, some of the skill positions are a little bit older.
Yeah.
But their line's young. They're trying to get a lot of these new faces out there.
Yeah. And they've looked pretty decent here tonight, aside from the mental mistakes and the turnovers. I mean, played a decent game thus far. So some promise coming out of the young players.
And like I said, I've known Coach Fortuna for years, so he's always going to make sure he has a good product on the field. You know, and he's going to have him well coached.
Yep.
And the other thing, too, is Uniontown finally can sense the victory.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
And,
they know they're getting close. You know, some of these seniors that haven't won a game this year, this is an exciting moment for them. And they played well, actually.
Feel
lot
a
of their
big
older players have.
celebration coming on from Uniontown.
And a couple more guys coming on and off the field. They split out wide. Dotson's going to hand it off. She's going to go north for about 2 yards. Trying to get the number. I think it's 15. 35, rather. That's going to be Amadeus Marnucci. Amadeus Marnucci.
So the clock will dip below 2 minutes here. Uniontown in the lead, 42-14. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for Uniontown.
He's going to keep the ball as well. 15. That is Chad Workman, the backup quarterbacks in the game.
Not going to get. He's might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Carrying the ball, number 15, Chad Workman. Brought down by number 13, Joey Embacher.
And still, you know, a lot of the older players out there, some new faces out there for the Colonials. But
yes.
.102 here. About 2 more plays left.
Yep.
And they're going to get a delay of game for just, you know, not able to get the playoff. And that happens when you got a bunch of new personnel in. You're trying to get
some miscommunication out there too.
Yeah, I mean it's
communication issues.
So Uniontown
Uniontown get ready for the celebrations down there.
Yeah, you can tell. 35 seconds here, clock's ticking. They might not get this playoff without a delay game.
No, they're rushing up to the line here now. And they do. A run.
And
we got a lot of extracurriculars.
Late flag, and that's probably the wrong thing to do as a photo. I mean, and Uniontown, you got to keep your cool, but that's really a terrible play.
We saw a few different instances here of some roughhousing, extracurricular activity.
And really, they don't have to run another play. So the game's over.
Yeah.
We'll walk this one off, 15 more yards. Clock's going to run. Coach Fortuna got the old Gatorade bath.
And that's going to take us to the end of the game. Your
If it wasn't hot chocolate, it probably didn't feel
Yes.
good either. And the final is 42-14 Uniontown. Albert Gallatin just came up short.
Yep. Just couldn't. Throughout the first half, they came out strong in the second half, but just the turnovers have killed Albert Gallatin in this game.
Absolutely. You know,
points off turnovers.
Five turnovers, just not going to get it done. But like I said, please check out the game on Fayette TV, Uniontown and Albert Gallatin fans.
Yep.
Please check us out on agsn.net if you want to catch it online and streaming, and also a replay for it. Also, Channel 77, Fayette TV. Normally we're on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock, so be sure to check us out. And also on Roku if you want to check us out on the on that type of device. So lastly, it was a fun football season for home, but to be honest with you, I can't wait to start basketball season.
Oh, I know. We're going to have an exciting time. I hope everybody can join us.
For sure. So again, it's Alex and I. We're going to go away here, and it's going to be 42-14 Uniontown victory.